Hello, financial coaches. This is Erica with your video guide on filling out the application for Austin Energy Utility Assistance. And we'll start with just the applicant's name. Let's say we have an applicant named Mary Smith, and today's date is November 7th, 2013. And for financial coach, you're going to go ahead and put your own name. So today I'll put in my name. And the next question is the applicant a current Foundation Communities resident? The answer to this question should be yes. We are only offering utility assistance for residents of Foundation Communities properties. Now, we also need the amount of the outstanding bill. The resident should have brought their utility bill with them to this appointment. Let's say that Mary's utility bill is right now $300, and she really needs help with the entire bill. So, and $300 is below the $500 maximum, so we're going to go ahead and put $300 here as well. Next, we have an eligibility checklist, which just makes sure that this resident is eligible. So we want to make sure that they are an Austin Energy customer, not another service that might be outside of the city. It is for a residential account. Our residents will have residential accounts only, that they are requesting assistance with non-deposit charges. So we cannot help someone, with their deposit to establish service. They cannot be a Foundation Communities employee, and they could not have been assisted by Foundation Communities Utility Assistance in the last 12 months. And all we need to do for all these questions is just ask. And if the participant answers, whatever the participant answers, that's what we go with. And has not been charged with meter tampering fees. The City of Austin is going to verify this information, so even if some of this is not correct, let's say somebody has been charged with meter tampering fees, by the time our request makes it to the City of Austin, they will check, and if they have been charged with meter tampering fees, this request will be denied. So we go down to the next section, and this is about the Customer Assistance Discount Program. We just want to make sure that if somebody is in the position where they need assistance in paying the bill, they're probably going to be eligible for discounts. And these are just questions to help you determine if you should include an application for the discount program along with this. In most cases, the answer will be no. Some of our participants will already be enrolled in the discount program, and if our participants are already enrolled in services like SNAP, Medicaid, or CHIP, then they are being auto-enrolled, or they may be on a wait list to be auto-enrolled. So the only time we need to actually do anything is if the participant does not receive SNAP, Medicaid, or CHIP, but does receive one of the following programs: Telephone Lifeline Program, Travis County Energy Assistance Program, Medical Assistance Program, or Supplemental Security Income. So let's say in this example, Mary does not receive the three services listed up here, but she does receive the Telephone Lifeline Program. We're going to check that, and one of the things we're going to do is submit the discount program application along with its required documents, and there's a separate application for that, but not many of our participants will need to submit that application. So then we move on. In the next section, we ask for a description of, kind of what's going on with the client, why they need this assistance, and how they're going to get through. And I got it all typed up so you don't have to watch me type, but basically in this example, Mary was laid off. She has not been able to find another job, and she has 3 children, and her electricity has already been shut off. We also want to know what resources have already been, tried or accessed. And in this case, Mary, she has already filed for unemployment, but she doesn't have an appointment until 2 weeks from now. She is also on the wait list to receive assistance from Travis County, and she has been trying to get an appointment for assistance at Caritas, but has not been successful. And you don't necessarily have to know what all of the assistance programs that are available out there, but whatever it is the customer tells you that they have tried or applied for or are waiting for or whatever, just go ahead and jot it down here. The other thing is Mary has been utilizing the food pantry at her church and has borrowed money from relatives to get her rent paid. And then the last question is, how will this client regain financial stability? Well, in this case, Mary has been applying for work. She's going to continue to apply for work until she gets a position, and if schedules allow, she is going to take more than one job, and she'll take as many hours as are offered to her so that she can catch up. The last couple of questions are, the first one is just about how will the funds be used, and the options are either the assistance funds will be used to pay off the entire bill, they will be used to pay a portion of the bill, and the rest of it will be taken care of by the customer in a payment plan or payment agreement, or the other option is that funds from our assistance program plus funds contributed by the applicant will be used to pay off the entire debt. In this case, Mary really has zero income at the time. She's having to borrow even to just pay rent. So we are requesting to help Mary pay off the entire debt. The next section is about the required documents. So just be sure that when you submit this application to the greeter, that you also include a detailed monthly budget and a copy of the residence energy bill. You do not need to send this anywhere or do anything with it besides give it to the greeter that's on duty. And then the next couple of pages are the actual are a form from Austin Energy. This is where the participant gives us permission to get information about their account and be able to talk to Austin Energy about their account. So we ask for them to put their name there. Foundation Communities information is already filled in, so you don't have to worry about any of that. Next is the scope of access. We would like for customers to give us full access, so they'll have to put their initials on the full access line. If a participant is really hesitant, they can give us limited access, and they can check as many of those boxes as they feel comfortable with, but we would really prefer to be able to help them to the fullest extent. We would prefer to have full access. Next, this authorization is valid for. This allows the customer to give us authorization for a period of time. We hope that they don't do one time only, because we may have to contact Austin Energy and the City of Austin more than once to fully resolve their debt. In addition, some of these become a little bit complicated, and we do have to just have more than one conversation with the utility about this account. We ask for a 1-year period, but if the participant does not feel comfortable with that, they can always do the next one, date specific authorized, and they can put sort of an end date on the authorization that they give us. We prefer to have at least a month or two, so that we can make sure that everything goes through and everything is squared away for them. The next page tells the City of Austin how they can provide information to us, and we prefer electronic mail to the Financial Coach email, or by telephone to my extension. Those are already checked and filled in for you. You won't have to do that. And then finally, we have the account holders information. So they ask for their signature, the date, printed name, and either their social security number or one of these other numbers. We'll just say that we're going to put in Mary's social security number. And the utility service address, we'll just pretend she lives at the financial center. service number and her phone number. And that is it. You are done with the utility assistance application. What you need to do now is take this application, the copy of the budget and a copy of the utility bill, and hand it to the greeter on duty. Thank you so much, and good luck on helping our residents get utility assistance.